And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Seattle Mariners. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for game 2, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So almost ready to get underway. And today's starter, Logan Gilbert.
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming, because it's breaking 2 planes, horizontal and vertical.
And now 1 and 2.
Sometimes a hitter will go up there and guess, and it's not just pulling something out of the sky, but expecting, because of tendencies, a certain pitch in a certain location. He just guessed wrong.
Right side. Casas takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Way high. 1 out, base is empty. This one in the air. Ramirez gets under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And now it's Mark Vientos. Vientos with just 1 more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
2 outs, base is empty. Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Angels. Fastball is outside.
We usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
And a 2-1 on the way. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. Pitch in the dirt, and it's 3-2.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road, stakes are high, energy in the ballpark, and you help to quiet that down a little bit.
2 outs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And the right-hander deals. And they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swings and misses. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Back in Seattle and on the hill today, Carlos Rodon. What do you have on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at bat, one by one, and try to push runs across as often as possible.
That one missed. And a swing and a miss. And one gone.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1-2.
The shortstop takes the ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Mariners go down quietly there. Still behind by a count of 1-0. We're in the second game of this division series. Here's the left fielder, Nate Fukudome. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special. In the air, left field, down the line, and it's foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And next for the Angels, James Kaplan.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
And that's downstairs. And now 3 balls and a strike. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly. Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Man at first. Here's the second baseman, Christian Moore. Check on the runner. Kaplan dives back in safely. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. And that's in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
This is Willie Castro. 2 outs. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. Angels leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. And we're back. Here's the veteran outfielder, Julio Rodriguez. That's in there. It's a ball in 2 strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Gleyber Torres. That's a strike across the top of the zone. One down, base is empty. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Two down, nobody on. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
That was a nice bid right there to try to tie up this ball game. Just couldn't keep it from bending foul. He looked locked in on that.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today. And 1-2-3 go the Mariners. And it remains 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's Mike Trout. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
Chases in the dirt, slider there. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. 1 away on the strikeout.
Well, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there. And
now the center fielder, Justin Hubbard. On the ground to first, Casas. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher Austin Wells.
2 down, bases empty. So in now for the Angels, Austin Wells. 2 outs, bases empty. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The next offering misses. 2-2. Caught and missed. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Angels 1 and the Mariners nothing. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now the left fielder, James Wood. On the ground, right side. Encarnacion Strand takes it himself. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Right fielder, number 35.
Fernando Castilla up next for the Mariners. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
On the ground, right side. Handles, throws to first, and that quickly 2 away. Here's the speedy catcher, Harry Ford. And a 1-1.
Ball 2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Ball,
Next offering
no.
upstairs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one.
Full count.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Kaplan makes the grab, and that ends the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the 3rd baseman, Mark Vientos.
Ball 2.
You know, these Angels did a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
He goes down looking.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So now the Angel cleanup hitter, Christian Encarnacion Strand. That misses. And the count now even up.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Bases empty, 1 away, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. That's too low, and the count's full. Hard hit to 3rd. In the dirt, nice pick.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Here's the left fielder, Nate Fukudome. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 outs. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. And the Angels are gone in order, but they still lead it 1-0. Back at T-Mobile Park, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Jose Ramirez. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Ground ball up the middle. Moore on to first. And one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
The shortstop.
And now for Seattle, Bo Bichette. Pitch
Ball.
misses there. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. Boom. And we're all square. It's 1-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now the first baseman, Tristan Casas. Next offering upstairs. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2-2.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ball popped up. Castro puts it away for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. That clips a corner.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
And that's outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Two down, nobody on. And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And there's the strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Smoked on the ground a second. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Christian Moore digs in now. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. The 1-1 is fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Willie Castro, the next to hit for the Angels. Swings through that.
1-2.
That's
Ball
down
two.
and in. The 2-2 on the way. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Angels held in check. Still tied 1-1. We're in the second game of this division series. Now it's the Mariners DH, Gleyber Torres. And a big swing and a miss. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Sam Bachman up and throwing. Bubich also getting ready. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
And now it's Luis Garcia. There's the swing and a miss.
1-2.
Rodon ready. Here comes. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. At the plate, James Wood. Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Two.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. Nothing across here this half. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1. New pitcher now, Aaron Bummer.
Now pitching for the Mariners, number 49. Aaron Bummer.
Here's Trout.
Bring on to the Angels, the designated hitter, Mike Trout.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it falls. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. That's one of those things where, as a hitter, you kind of feel like you were due for something like that to drop in for you, no matter how good or bad you've been swinging the bat as of late. And he just fought it off and dropped it in there perfectly.
Digging in, Justin Hubbard. Bummer deals. Just missed.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Stepping in, Austin Wells.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Go ahead run at second, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. Next pitch is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
To third, and it stays fair. Here comes Trout flying around third. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Comes through with the RBI. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
And here is Mark Vientos. And that one is inside. Traffic on the bases with one already in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Troy Taylor up and loosening in the pen. Lee also throwing. And it remains 2-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That misses. Full count, 3-2.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now, we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Christian Encarnacion Strand, the next to hit for the Angels.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
There's a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And a curve is down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's off the mark. 3-2 now. Nate Fukudome up next for the Angels. Hubbard on third. Wells at first. One gone. On the ground, right side. And that's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that'll load the bases.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Nate Fukudome, the next to hit for the Angels. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That's outside. And the count's full. Bases loaded. One away. High fly ball, right field. Castilla settles underneath it. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 3-1.
Now, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
And now the right fielder, James Kaplan. Kaplan launched a homer in his most recent game. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Garcia. And that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Angels 3 and the Mariners 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sam Bachman.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Now it's the right fielder, Fernando Castilla.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Action in the pen down there. Brian Abreu, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Ashby getting cranked up as well. Fastball for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And stepping in for the Mariners, Harry Ford. The Mariners down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. And there's 2 down.
Hey man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Jose Ramirez. Two down, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to short. Jump throw across his body. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. High fly ball down the left field line. That's back. Bangs off the wall. They're waving Ramirez home. He'll score easily. That holds the runner at second base.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here. And another big at bat coming up here. Looking for a way to get that tying.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Chris Bubich.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
Next to hit, Tristan Casas. Swing and a miss, struck him out. They limit the damage here.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Troy Taylor.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. And that one missing low.
3-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And next for LA, Willie Castro.
Well, both sides equally as strong, so not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitch.
Run around the move, swing and a miss. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Man, I see him trying to be aggressive right there late in this ball game, trying to add on to that lead. You know, I really like the thought, but it just didn't work out that time. Nice job by the defense right there to keep things right where they are in terms of the score.
Now all even up. Ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, a designated hitter, Mike Trout.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Misses off the inside, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1
Two down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 2. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And delivers outside. Hubbard on deck for the Angels. Goes down looking. Angels go quietly there, but they're up 3-2. Brian Abreu will take over here.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Just missed.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
And now it's filled up.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
And the tying run is on base.
Well, that right there could end up being a big walk in this game. He's certainly a threat on the bases, especially with them looking to tie this thing up.
No outs, runner at first. Gleyber Torres up to hit. With the go-ahead run at the plate here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
So digging in, Luis Garcia. The other way. Vientos over to second. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Cole Winn.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's the center fielder, Justin Hubbard.
Number 24.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Foul ball left side, he'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Stays alive. Line drive. Oh, great grab on the dive. The throw in the dirt. He picks it. And that's a great play.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Austin Wells, the next to hit for the Angels. One down, base is empty. Inside, and that's ball 2. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark, but obviously out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter for him.
Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
He tries to go down and away, and the plate covered completely. A laser shot.
Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. He had a big swing for these guys way back in the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
And that one sliced foul. One out, and a runner at second, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Puts it away for the out. And now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Christian Encarnacion Strand. In the dirt. Wells at second with 2 down. Outside corner, got him looking. So no run. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Aaron Ashby.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Activity in the bullpen. Ben Joyce, the closer, is getting loose.
That's a really good take.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Just misses with that one. It's a strikeout looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
A big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound. No question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
And now it's going to be Fernando Castilla. And there's a ball. And that one hit to first. And it's just foul. That was close. Battling here as he fouls it away.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Got him! He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Here's the catcher to hit, Harry Ford. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he's out at first.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So they turn to their closer, Ben Joyce.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Back to the top of the order now. Jose Ramirez up next for the Mariners. And it is 2-1.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base. Pickoff throw. That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
Next offering is in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive, way back there. Boom. And that's how they take the lead. It's 4-3. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
So 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bo Bichette. Ball to strike. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Into center. That one gets down for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Jose Ramirez with the homer here. Last chance coming up here for the Angels. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Cade Smith.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Well, one-run game, so in now for the Angels, Nate Fukudome. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door. Cancel any hope that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
And 1-2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Next pitch is outside.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Christian Moore in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Line to left, and foul ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Ball 4, he walked in, and that keeps things going.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And a swing and a miss there.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days.
Runner takes off. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Hit on the ground might be 2. Garcia to second. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
Well, this was a must-win for this team. Game 2 of the series at home after dropping Game 1. They win it today. They feel a lot better heading to the next ballpark for Game 3.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
And the final score here, 4-3. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.